In this lecture, let us talk about frequency translation and mixing. So, the term frequency translation, so far we have been using it in the context of going from baseband to passband, band pass signal, or band pass to a low pass signal or baseband signal. Okay, so actually what I mean is, let's say this is your message signal like this, M of F, and this is your baseband signal. Now you shift to like this. This is your passband signal. Let us denote this passband signal by X of F. So we moved from baseband signal to passband signal. Again from passband signal you can go back to baseband signal. This baseband signal is also called a low pass signal. Either you can call by baseband signal or low pass signal. But actually in communication application, the term frequency translation and mixing are used in a much wider context. Okay, so what I mean is, typically it is quite often that we need to go from one frequency to another frequency, not necessarily from baseband to passband and then again passband to baseband. Even the passband itself you can move to some other frequency. Let me draw the figure for another passband. So maybe with some other carrier frequency like this. Let's say this is FC1 and this is FC2. So we are moving from passband to another passband. Here the passband center frequency is FC1 and here the passband center frequency is FC2. Okay, that means arbitrarily we may want to go from band pass signal centered at one frequency, let's say FC1, to band pass signal centered at FC2, another frequency FC2. Okay, so let us start with that. So that's what we mean by frequency translation. So frequency translation means we move from baseband to passband and again passband to baseband, also from one passband to another passband. Okay, it is desirable in many applications to translate, I mean frequency translate a band pass signal to a new center frequency. Originally it was FC1, now it is translated to the new center frequency FC2. So therefore it is desirable translate a band pass signal to a new center frequency. So this is the meaning of your frequency translation. Okay, in this case the mechanism is the same. The mechanism is multiply the band pass signal that you want to translate by a suitable carrier. So suitable carrier signal, which could be sinusoidal signal. Okay, it could be a sin omega ct, omega c2t, or omega, let us for the time being let us take sin omega ct or cos omega ct. This omega c is chosen suitably. We will see how it is chosen. Multiplying and appropriate filtering will give you the frequency translation. And this process of multiplying and appropriate filtering is what we called mixing. So you have to multiply, that is called frequency translation, right? Then and appropriate filtering. We will see what we mean by appropriate filtering. Okay, these two operations together is called mixing, or sometimes people will say converting, sometimes heterodiene. These are the different names by which you can call. Okay, so these are the names which are used interchangeably. So what we are saying is, you have a band pass signal. How do you represent band pass signal? M of t multiplied by cos omega ct. So this is my band pass signal. You take band pass signal m of t times cos omega ct. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, I am taking only the in phase component. This is in phase component. If you want, you can take quadrature phase component also. Okay, please recall from your band pass signal representation from the previous lecture. Okay, in phase component plus quadrature component, like xi of t times cosine omega ct plus xq of t times sin omega ct. This is general form of your band pass signal. So I am considering only the in phase component that is written over here. Okay, so I am taking only the in phase component. So I have taken the band pass signal which is centered at omega c, or you can say fc. Therefore the center frequency is omega 1. Let us say I want to translate this to a center frequency omega 2. So m of t cos omega, let's say 1 omega 1 t to some other frequency m of t times cos of omega 2 t. How can I do this? I need to do the translation. We are shifting the spectrum from one carrier frequency to another carrier frequency. That is called a bodily shift, without changing its shape and all. You are shifting from one place to another place. Okay, so what should I do? I should have a local oscillator. Okay, what should be the frequency of the local oscillator? Either omega 1 minus omega 2 or omega 1 plus omega 2. Okay, any one of these two will be fine. Okay, so I take a local oscillator with a frequency of either omega 1 plus omega 2 or omega 1 minus omega 2. So my incoming signal is m of t cos of omega 1 t, and this one is given to the multiplier, and the another input to the multiplier is a local oscillator. The local oscillator produces either cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 times t or cos of omega 1 plus omega 2 times t. Now what will be the output in this stage? Multiplication of these two guys. Okay, so let me say this point is x. At point x, what is the signal? Point x, your signal is m of t cos of omega 1 t times cos of omega 1 minus, let's take omega 1 minus omega 2 t. It doesn't matter whichever you take it. Now this is cos A cos B formula, therefore cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B divided by 2. So m of t cos of A plus B cos of 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 times t plus maybe I read down here plus m of t a minus b. So in this case minus omega 2 will come, cos of minus theta is cos theta, so straight away I can write omega 2t divided by 2. Now this is given to a band pass filter. Band pass filter centered at omega 2. Okay, now this 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 will be very high frequency than omega 2. So in that case what will happen? This filter will completely remove this guy and it passes only this component. Therefore, so let's say this is y. At point y, what is output? Output is m of t by 2 cos of omega 2t. Now look at the beauty. Originally you started with the omega 1. Now you ended with the omega 2. So that means you translated the band pass signal from the frequency omega 1 to the frequency omega 2. Okay, so you don't put a low pass filter here, it is a low band pass filter centered at omega 2. Therefore it passes this guy. Okay, so this operation is called a frequency translation. Even you can do the same exercise. You put a cos of omega 1 plus omega 2 times t, then also it gives the same output, cos of omega 2t. Okay, and this one is written through trigonometric identity, and through the band pass filtering you are eliminating this component and retaining this component. So this process in general is called a mixing. So you multiply the incoming signal with the locally generated signal, and then you remove any one guy and pass the other guy. So this operation together is called a mixing. The circuit is called a mixer. Now if you notice, there is a very common problem that one encounters in this process. It is a common problem in all mixers, not only this mixer, in all mixers. It is associated with all mixers of this kind. Okay, now let us see what that problem is. Let me take the same circuit. You put a multiplier here and local oscillator. Now let me take the frequencies 2 times of cosine of omega 1. It can be plus minus omega 2. Then here cos of omega 1t, and you put a band pass filter centered at omega 2. The output will be cos of omega 2t multiplied by m of t. This we know. Okay, suppose you take a cos of omega 1 plus omega 2 in the local oscillator. So this is 2 times cos of omega 1 plus omega 2 t. Now this is my input. In the input I have a signal at the frequency not only with cos omega 1t, I also give the frequency cos of omega 1 plus 2 omega 2t. Then what will happen? So let me say this is m1 of t and this one is m2 of t. This is m1. Now this m1 of t times cos omega t is multiplied by this guy, and just now we evaluated this. This is going to be this one. m1 of t cos of omega 2t. Fine. Now in addition to this m1 of t cos omega ct, I have one more signal with the frequency of omega 1 plus 2 omega 2t. Okay, so along with the m1 of cos omega 1t, I have another signal with this frequency omega 1 plus 2 omega t. This signal is centered around omega 1 plus 2 omega 2. Now what could be the output of this system? Okay, with the same system which is adjustable to translate the frequency of translate the signal of frequency omega 1 to omega 2. If at the input to the system I have a signal of omega 1 plus 2 omega 2. Now the question is, what will be the output? Okay, let us think carefully and answer this. Now these two are multiplied. Okay, this and that. So multiply these two guys. m2 of t cos of omega 1 plus 2 omega 2t multiplied by 2 times cos of omega 1 plus omega 2t. Again this is cos A cos B formula. Cos of A plus B, m2 of t. Cos of A plus B is 2 omega 1, right, plus 3 omega 2 times t plus cos of A minus B. Let's say this is A and this is B. A minus B, omega 1 minus omega 1, 0. 2 omega 2 minus omega 2, omega 2, omega 2t. So this is the contribution due to this guy. What about this guy contribution? That is m1 of t multiplied by cos of omega 1t cos of omega 2t. You put a 2 here because this 2 is there, and whole divided by 2 here, you put 2 there, right, and due to this guy 2 times m1 of t, then cos of omega 1 plus omega 2. This is a local oscillator frequency, omega 1 plus omega 2t. So A plus B, 2 omega 1 plus omega 2t plus cos of A minus B, omega 2t, m1 of t cos of omega 2t whole divided by 2, and this 2 and that 2 will get cancelled, and here also this 2 and that 2 will get cancelled. Now you are passing through this band pass filter cos omega 2t, therefore this component will be passed through the filter and this component also will be passed, but this is higher than the omega 2, so this will be rejected and this guy also rejected. Now what is output? Output of the filter is m2 of t. I forgot to put m2 of t here. m2 of t cos of omega 2t. Then here I have m1 of t times cos omega 2t. Okay, this component and this component both are removed by the band pass filter, which is centered around omega 2. Therefore the output of the band pass filter would be m1 of times cos omega 2t and m2 of t times cos 2 omega 2t. So this will also be passed, okay, this will also be passed through the band pass filter. So for every frequency that is supposed to translate, there is also what is called an image frequency. So actually I wanted to pass this guy alone, but this guy is coming, okay, and this guy is called image frequency. Not only it will translate omega 1 to omega 2, it will also translate omega 1 plus 2 omega 2 to omega 2. See, as per the rule it should translate omega 1 to omega 2, but now what my mixer is doing is omega 1 plus 2 omega 2 also translated to omega 2. So this is called image frequency. Image frequency of omega 1. Okay, so your mixer has to convert omega 1 to omega 2, but it is not only doing that operation, but it also converting omega 1 plus 2 omega 2 into omega 2. Therefore this omega 1 plus 2 omega 2 is called image frequency of omega 1. This is a very, very important term, please remember, image frequency. Okay, let me repeat this again. What we are saying is there is a common problem with the mixers. Okay, so let me elaborate on this issue. Now the problem is the following. The input of the form, where is it? Yeah. Let me delete here, write down properly. Okay, so the input of the form, let's say m2 of t cos of omega 1 plus or minus 2 omega 2 times t. Okay, So and here I have taken the oscillator omega 1 plus omega 2. Okay, if I have taken omega 1 minus omega 2, then the image frequency would have been omega 1 minus 2 omega 2, that's it. So basically the sign would be the same. So this guy is also translated into to the output. It is passed through the band pass filter. Okay, using trigonometric expression we can show like this. And this will again, okay, the second component, this component originally I need to transmit m1 of t times cos of omega 1 t, but this component also will appear in the output in addition to m1 of t, okay, of the same band pass filter. So this will, but this component will be eliminated and this component will be eliminated. Okay, so let me write down this common problem with the mixers. Okay, so inputs of the form, let's say m of t times, let me write down instead of m of t, let me use a different notation, k of t times cos of omega 1 plus or minus 2 omega 2 are also translated to omega 2. Okay, because the incoming signal is k of t times cos of omega 1 plus or minus 2 omega 2 times t, and this one is multiplied by your local oscillator frequency cos of omega 1 plus or minus omega 2 of t. Okay, and this one is incoming signal, and this one is local oscillator frequency. Therefore, the output of the output of this multiplier would be k of t times cos of omega 2 t plus k of t times cos of 2 omega 1 plus or minus 3 omega 2 times t. So when you use a local oscillator of this frequency omega 1 plus or minus omega 2, basically what we are saying is omega 1 will go to omega 2 and omega 1 plus or minus omega 2 will also go to omega 2. That is what we are saying. More precisely, if local oscillator frequency is omega 1 plus omega 2, the image frequency will be omega 1 plus 2 omega 2. Okay. So local oscillator frequency is omega 1 plus omega 2. What is the image frequency for this guy? Image frequency is equal to omega 1 plus 2 omega 2. In case if you use local oscillator frequency omega 1 minus omega 2, then the image frequency is equal to omega 1 minus 2 omega 2. That's it. Therefore, if both the signals were simultaneously present, either cos omega 1 t and this guy, or cos omega 1 t and this guy, the output is translated to omega 2. Okay, the signal at omega 1 plus 2 omega 2, and you have used the local oscillator of this frequency omega 1 plus omega 2, the band pass output will contain components corresponding to both of them, components corresponding to this guy and components corresponding to this guy, or component corresponding to this guy component corresponding to this guide, and there will be a crosstalk. Okay, this carrier is modulated by m1 of t, and this one is, this carrier modulates m2 of t. Okay, and this m2 of t and m1 of t both will interfere each other, and that phenomena is called a crosstalk. You will get a sum of two signals. So that is the problem that you need to keep in mind when you are working with the mixers. There is a concept of an image frequency which has a potential to interfere with the frequency of interest. The image frequency at which, if the signal is present, then it will interfere with the signal of interest, which is at omega 1. Basically, that's a point I want to convey here. Okay, so let me stop at this point. In the next lecture, we will discuss super heterodyne receiver. So that is a receiver typically we will employ for receiving the AM signal and FM signals. Let me stop at this point. Thank you very much.